Hello 1T1. Now for today's lesson, we'll be doing MEL4, creating simple objects. We'll be doing this traffic light and we'll be creating this crab. So before we get started, alright, I will allow you to write down the tools and skills needed to create both objects. So let's spend some time planning the tools and skills. Now that you have planned the tools and skills needed, let's get started. So the first thing we do, go to Inkscape. Right, I'm going to click on Inkscape. And do remember, the first time when you're in Inkscape, remember this is the canvas, and we'll always zoom in. Alright, zoom in the canvas. Okay, these are the tools needed. There's a ruler here. We can always change the dimensions to millimeters or cm. Right, this is the color palette for you to color the objects. Alright, so to create a traffic light, you should know that you need to create two rectangles, one with rounded corners, one with squarish corners. Alright, and there are three ellipses. Okay, red, amber, and green. So let's get started. Create a rectangle. Alright, and to adjust it to rounded corners, can move this node down. You can see that this node is different from the other two nodes. This node is a circle. The other two nodes, they are squares. Alright, after which I can create a rectangle. Alright, and this time around I want it to be squarish corners. Right, let's try that again. Right, I'm going to move this up. Okay, and I'm going to position this to the back. So function page down. Right, I can select page down to adjust it to the back. So now I'm going to create my ellipses. Before that, I can remove the fill. Right, and I can proceed to duplicate. Now if you want the circles to be positioned at the center of the rectangle, what you can do is you can select them. Alright, under object, align and distribute, you can select such that you are positioning it on the center of the rectangle. Right, so center on vertical axis. So once I have that, I can color this red, this amber, right, and the last one will be green. Okay, proceed back to color this. Alright, and then the last thing you need to do is just to group the object. So select the objects and Ctrl G to group. Right, good. We have created the traffic light. So the next thing we need to create is the crab. So for the crab, you should have written down the tools and skills needed already. Right? So I will start by creating one of the hand of the crab. Okay, so let's get started. Go to Inkscape again. Create a circle. Now for this circle, you should know that, okay, this circle, it is not a full circle. So I'll select the segment. Right, select the one with the segment. Let's close this first. Alright, and you can adjust this After selecting segment, select this, and you need to adjust the angle. Alright, I'm going to select about 39 degrees, and after which I'm going to rotate this so it looks something like this. After that, I'll select a rectangle, one with rounded corners. Resize this. Okay, and I'm going to fill it with orange color, and at all times I want it to have the black outline. After this, I'll position to the back. So select this object, position to the back. Now I'm going to create a polygon. To create a polygon, I like to use the rectangle with sharp corners. And after which, go to path, object to path, edit path and nodes. I'm going to delete one of the node. Select the remaining nodes and straighten them up. So right now there are only 3 nodes. So select the 3 nodes, and I want all the path to be straight. Right, once you have done that, I can go on to position the nodes. So I'm going to move this node up, and these 2 nodes I'm going to adjust it such that it is not so big. So once I've done this, I can again copy and paste, and now I can position the triangles in the place that I want. Alright, again for this, I can rotate it, position it in the place that I want. Okay, so learn to create this first. So once we are done with this, we can now proceed to create a crab. So the crab has a circular body. So again, to adjust it back, we will select this. Alright, it's adjusted back. After which, create the eyes. Right, eyes made of rectangle and a circle. So the circle, alright, it has a black fill, and there's one more circle in the middle. This has a white fill. Position it on the inside. Select this and group it. Make a duplicate of it, and then flip this. Now I can rotate this. Same thing, rotate this. For this, I can bring it to the bottom of the body. After which, I can use the one that I've created earlier on to form the arm. So I can make a duplicate of this. I will proceed to group this. Okay, after which, make a copy of it. Again, I can flip it. Now I can rotate it. This should be one object. Rotate it. Right, resize it a bit, and again I'm going to move this to the bottom of it. This looks better on the other side, so I'm going to flip it, position it the other side. Likewise for this, rotate it, resize, okay, and lower it to the bottom of the body. The last thing I need to do is to Rather, the last two things I need to do is to create the triangles. Rotate this. Rotate this more. So another way to do this is you may want to create one side of it, and after which I can just use this. Alright, copy and paste and again flip it to the other side. So I do not need this triangle. And the last thing you need to do is to create a mouth. So to create a mouth, you need a full circle. I'm going to fill this with such as this color as well. Okay, I'm going to fill this with slightly more reddish. And I'm going to use again this to adjust. So I want it to be 180 degrees. Okay. So once I've adjusted to 180, what I can do is I can just flip this up and position it properly. Okay, and don't forget to group it. So make some last minute adjustments in terms of the proportion. Right, for these three triangles, adjust the proportion as well. Right, and the last thing I need to do is to group it. Select all the objects, Ctrl G to group. Right, and I can just position it at the bottom. So once you have done this, proceed to save your work. File, save as. Traffic crab underscore your name. So go to my computer. Right, under work to submit. Save it as traffic crab underscore your name. Right, save your work and do not forget to upload your work to the SLS website. Thank you for watching this video.